What's up, everybody? It's me, Donna V, with your camp quarantine of the night, and I am here with one of my favorite people, Mr. Barry Ribs. Give it up for Mr. Barry Ribs. I will applaud for you.
How many people are clapping?
Well, I don't care because I'm clapping.
There you go.
That's all that matters. So what's going on, Barry? I'm so excited to see you.
Let's say hi to Mommy. She must be watching.
Oh, she's been waiting. She's been setting an alarm for this.
Are you seeing any of the names that are watching us, or you have no idea?
No, I see. So Kathy from Florida just came in. She says, hello. I know Sean Morton just ended his broadcast, and we're going to get some people from over there. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Hi, Mom. Yeah. My mom says, hi, Donna and Barry Ribs.
Yo, Sean Morton, who I was on a podcast with him. How often does he do his? Because he's got a nice following.
He does. He's on every night at 7 to 8, and then I do 8:05 to whenever I feel like it. So we started doing this in the beginning of the quarantine, and we just kind of continued the broadcasting like this.
You see me okay like this?
Yeah, you look great. You look nice and clear.
No, don't say great. No, I in my 20s, I look real hot and shit. Now I'm starting to look like Christopher Lloyd every fucking year. Is your audience like sensitive bitches where you can't curse, or I can say motherfucker?
You can say anything you want.
So let's tell the people that are watching that I am on location. I was supposed to meet a comedian friend, and she canceled on me. She ghosted me. I think that's what they call it, right? Ghosted?
Yeah.
But she did text me, and she said, I'm tired and shit. So I've been hanging around Midtown Manhattan. That is why we don't have that in-studio look. Barry Ribs is on location.
Love it.
In Manhattan. And I despised Manhattan before the pandemic, and what would be a worse word for despise now that this fucking town is a ghost town? I'd say I more than despise Manhattan, and I can't wait to get back to lovely New Jersey. Your turn.
There you go. You abhor it. You abhor New York.
Well, I know the word. You and I have a good vocabulary.
We do. We met the first time we met. I don't think it was really meeting you, or if you might even remember, I was with Tracy, and you happened to come into was it Broadway Comedy Club?
Yep.
And I saw you, and I was with Tracy, and she was headlining the show, I was hosting, and she was like, "I love Barry Ribs," and I was just like, "I got to know about Barry Ribs." Yeah. And then. Go ahead. You go.
Tracy and I think, did the first show in Connecticut, and it was a comedy club, and it was not a good turnout. As you know, Donna, it's all about promoting, and I've been doing stand-up comedy formally over 26 years.
Wow.
So I kind of know who the cast of characters are. I see who's putting in an effort. I know who are the lazy ones and the amateurs and the hobbyists. But you know something? Certain things that bother other comedians don't bother me, and vice versa. I just focus on me. However, as you know me a little bit, I am pull no punches, straight shooter.
I know.
And I even like when I used to produce my shows, I run my show, I think, a little differently. I usually produce it and host it just like you.
Yeah.
And for those out there that really are just fans, they don't know what it takes to produce a show and promote a show. It's a lot of work. And it also puts you in a precarious position where there's so many people to pick from. And I always try to, and I've done a bunch of shows. Most of them were short-lived. Some shows were, I give everybody a shot. And then I said, you know what? The shows are going to have to be more kick-ass. And then you leave people out and they get personally offended. It is not easy choosing lineups.
No.
And people are going to always feel like, hey. And then you got to tell them in a nice way, perhaps you're not ready for a real pro show, you know. And frankly, I don't miss producing and being put in that position. And now we have what you call quarantine comedy.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that for a moment.
Yeah,
now.
let's talk about that.
Yo, according to my count, this Monday we started week 11. Some people say week 10.
Week 11.
I was keeping count, but then I lost track. I remember at the Broadway, before the Monday when the doors were locked, I think I did a show Sunday or Saturday before, and then I started counting, and I called week 1, I called it an absolute nightmare. I called it torture, because for those of us who need to perform and then you lock us away, yo, that shit is fucking torture.
It is.
So I was lucky. I think week 1 or so, I did 2 shows on Instagram, 2 shows in 1 week with the same crew. I went to Brooklyn.
Wow.
And all the people that saw that Barry Ribs was on Trains, they were saying, Barry, what the fuck are you doing out? Stay in. And I told them, and I know it was out of concern or whatever, because they look at me, they facially profile me, and they got me as an older dude. But meanwhile, as a matter of fact, I don't even like to look at myself as I am, because when I speak to people, I don't feel like what I look like to you and everybody else, you know?
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Donna?
I feel like I'm like 19 years old. Not in the mirror.
You get that shit. So out of concern and love, people would say, what the fuck are you doing out? And I told them then, and I still kind of believe in this philosophy that I am cautious. I do wear my bandana where I'm supposed to.
Right.
But I'm also a fatalist too, okay? But I am not going to challenge God or whoever. I am a good boy in the sense that I'm not going around taking ridiculous chances, because they do say when you are older, your immune system is such, blah, blah, blah. However, I essentially take care of myself, you know. I've been doing a lot of walking. Yesterday did a 2-mile.
There you go.
A couple of days before that, I did a 3-mile. But quite honestly, Donna, if I felt shortness of breath, I would be the first pussy to go, uh-oh, it got me.
Well, but, I'm glad that you're doing well health-wise. You have so many people saying hi to you, by the way. Johnny McDonald. Johnny McDonald says hi. Murad says, Barry, kiss my black ass, yo.
Which dude?
Murad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff Greenberg says hello. You got a lot of people saying hi and giving you shout outs. It's really nice. My mom says she loves that you shoot from the hip and says what you want.
Well, it takes one to know one. Hi, mommy, again. Oh, by the way, I could see the count. I could see on yours that we've been doing this 10 minutes.
Yep.
I could see that. I've been on. I've been on the Zoom and I've been on IG and Facebook Live. And tomorrow, I don't know what she's got going on, but might as well promote tomorrow. I'll be with Maureen Langan, Langan, Maureen Langan at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And here's the crazy thing, Donna.
Tell me.
And the viewers. There was a time when I really looked up to the Maureen Langans of the world in the respect that she really worked her ass off. And she was at a certain level because, as you know, there's really levels to this shit. And those like you who are new to know Barry Ribs, I'm kicking ass now only because I've been doing this shit a long time and I have developed old school, which means as a stand up, I have a reverence for the craft. I grew up in the business. My uncle was a comedian. I hung out for 5-6 years in LA at the Comedy Store. I called myself at one time super fan, but I've kind of updated it. I am fanboy.
I like that.
I was fanboy, fan bitch. I was fan bitch from 1975 to 81. Prior to that, as a teenager, I was kind of starstruck. I think it doesn't hurt to have entertainment heroes that inspire you to come into entertainment. And I tell new comedians that pick my brain from time to time, and I'm always available to coach free of charge if I sense the asker, I just made up a word, the asker is respectful and serious about this career, because this career in entertainment is not for everybody. You've got to love to entertain, and I know the little I've seen of you, I know you love to entertain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't watched much of your stuff because, after all, I am too big of a talent to just watch you. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Matter of fact, I've done some Zoom stand-up sets, and I haven't watched. I should. I haven't watched one Zoom stand-up set. I should. The last one I did, I think almost a week or two ago, I found and you've seen me once or twice now.
Yes.
Yo, I found myself not only high energy, but I found being kind of silly. And I got silly from Jessica Kirson, because
Oh, I love her.
that's her. Jessica Kirson says, be silly. So, and somebody who Jessica has shown love to, Tracy Carnazzo, she knows that I do a thing you may have seen called Ribs Rants.
Yes.
And it's really about 2 minutes. And it was inspired by Vic DiBitetto, who is Long Island or Jersey. I don't know where he's from. So Vic? It's inspired by Vic DiBitetto. So I do Ribs Rants, and I talk about 3 things very quickly, things that kind of bug me. Vic, for those watching, check him out on YouTube. He's fucking hilarious.
He is.
and it takes a lot for somebody like me who's so fucking jaded in a way. If I find you hilarious, you must be fucking real good. And because I've seen, as you can imagine, since I'm a little boy and my uncle performing, I have seen a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
Ooh. And you and I are hobnobbing with some real terrific comedians
Yeah.
that could handle their thing in any generation. So there are. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Chrissy Mayer. Shout out to Mark Norman, dude. I think every comedian now that's kind of in the game kind of knows who Mark Norman is. You know that name at
Yeah.
all?
Mark Norman. I know the name, but I've actually had the pleasure of at New York Comedy Club hosting a couple of times for Jessica. She's awesome. She's amazing.
Incredible. So let me ask you a question. I'll be an interviewer for you. Who growing up did you just love to death, and whose career, like what are your dreams and shit? We're gonna make this Barry Riggs quarantine show.
So my first influence and love and the cassette tape that I listened to on my shoulder in a boombox was Stephen Wright.
Okay.
I love Stephen Wright. Absolutely. He's so brilliant. He's
so
like
you probably like Mitch Hedberg too, I bet, right?
Mitch, yeah. But I love, my favorite has to be, I wonder if my pillow is still here. Jim Breuer for storytelling. Love Jim Breuer.
Wow. So those are two totally different styles.
I know. I totally agree with that.
Yo, you would love, if you love Wright, you would love Mitch Hedberg.
Okay.
Yeah. Hedberg.
I'm putting it in my notes.
He passed away, Donna, you know. I don't want to talk out of school, but I think it was out of drug abuse, you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell the young people, I guess people watch this on tape also, Donna?
Yeah, I put this up on my YouTube page and I reposted it. And Helene Rich says hello.
Hi, Helene. Let's tell the young people, because I feel sometimes I have a little responsibility as a superstar in my mind. Let me tell the young people, because I've been there at one time, not that I ever abused drugs whatsoever, but be careful about abusing drugs and overdoing vices, because you could end up fucking up your life. Everything in moderation, I believe, but I don't want to get into people's business. But I think maybe sometimes young people need to hear shit from adults. Maybe I can save one person watching this a little less of a problem in life, because I talk from personal experience, having a son who's been abusing vices. He's 31, but he kind of has the mentality of a teenager. So I talk from experience. So maybe we'll save somebody some grief, okay?
You never know. I think anytime somebody's watching, you have a chance of saving somebody from something.
Exactly. You have any questions for me? You got a list of them, or off the top of your brain?
I have questions. Well, first I want to say thank you again. And you were supposed to be on my mom's show on the 18th. And
yeah.
That was insane. I was so excited about that show and then so bummed out. And then reality hit. It was like, boom. What?
Yo, Donna, you don't want to know half of the stuff that put the brakes on my career, but hit me with a question. Let's go.
I want to know who your influences were. Besides your uncle, who was somebody that you looked up to when you first started doing comedy?
Well, let me tell you something. My uncle me and my uncle, totally different comedians, okay? So, trust and believe, I was not influenced by his style whatsoever. He was what they call a Borscht Belt comedian of the 40s and 50s.
Oh, wow.
So he kind of hung out with dudes like Alan King and Buddy Hackett.
Wow.
my uncle never made TV, so, and there's a backstory on that, but that will be in my future book.
Okay.
But people ask, as you know, all the time, usually civilians. I have a bit about silly ass questions about who are your favorite
I've
comedians?
seen you do that.
Yeah. I told you don't make me laugh while we had our rehearsal show, okay? Thank God people can't. Yo, when I get on live stage, I'll have my new teeth. I have a dentist. Shout out in Manhattan to Dr. Pollock on, I think he's on 40th Street. That man is the best. Anyway, I always say this. It's always the same 3 to 5 comedians that are some of my favorites. And it's always number one is Don Rickles.
Oh,
And yo, when I started in 94, and nobody, when you start a career, you don't know shit about the craft and being a stand-up. So I thought, this is true. I thought I was going to be another Don Rickles, and my mentor, Gladys Simon, my first mentor and coach, it was February '94. I did an open mic. She said to me, she gave me some gems. I probably gave some of the younger comics gems, I would imagine. And it's their job to tell me while I'm alive instead of my fucking funeral. You feel me?
I agree with that. I agree.
I ain't going to be able to hear that shit in a fucking coffin or a dirt grave. You feel me? Tell me now while I'm
I
alive.
feel you. I feel you.
So I thought it was going to be Don Rickles, and you learn soon thereafter, as Gladys told me, be yourself. And so Don Rickles is up there, and I mentioned Howard Stern, but somebody said, well, he's not a stand-up, but Howard Stern, I'm a big fan of Howard Stern.
Me too.
I think he is so fucking funny, but of course, he's not a stand-up. And the third comes to mind would be names. Instead of going for the same old names, I loved when I was in LA, I loved a dude, an obscure name. People can Google him, YouTube him, I suppose. A dude like Barry Diamond. Yo, and a newer comic, Eric Myers. There's so many. Everybody, including yourself, Donna, laugh when people tickle their funny bone. You know, there's something. Some people love my style and shit, and some people don't. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So those names just make me fucking laugh. So does that answer your question?
I love that answer. It's perfect.
Okay, you got it. Any other questions?
Yeah. Where's your favorite? Do you have a favorite place to perform? Like coast, state, anything. I don't even mean just like local. Have you like performed somewhere where you just love the vibe so much?
Yeah, that's a great question, and that's also a tough answer. And I was asked that recently, and wow, I've performed. I performed from New York to Florida to California to Washington State. I've done the Apollo Theater, um, but they got a comedy club in the building, so I didn't do the theater per se, except for an audition. So I've been on that stage, which was really freaking
That had to be
cool. Okay,
amazing.
I auditioned on the stage.
Yeah.
Whoa! Everybody that's watching this should go to amateur night at the Apollo. I saw some vocalists, young teens, 10-year-olds. Whoa, that everybody should do that shit. Anyway, um, yo, Donna, as far as venues and clubs, and there are so many. You know what comes to mind? There's a club in Philadelphia. It's called Helium. And there's another club in Philadelphia, coincidentally, because Philly is like my second home.
Okay.
There's a club in Philly called the Punchline.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I love those two clubs, but I'm easily bored. So if I would go back to those clubs a little too much, it would lose the excitement. Okay. I'm a Gemini, if that means anything.
I was going to ask that question.
I'm a Gemini. I'm not that big on horoscopes, but I really feel there are certain aspects of that shit that I kind of believe in, if you will.
Are you May 17th? When's your birthday?
Huh?
What's
my birthday's coming up June 5, so in about 10 days.
Okay.
June 5. And I just posted yesterday, you motherfuckers, I'm still not up to 70 years old, okay? So kiss my black ass like Murad said. You feel me? I'm still in my freaking 60s. Got it?
Got it.
If I got my hair blonde or brown again, I probably would lie and say I'm in my 40s.
That's right.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still in those 60s, you young fucks. Anyway, I would love to go brag how old I am, but year one, a comedy club owner in Manhattan said I was too old for his club. So why would I want to put a number on my age for the fucking haters? You feel me, Donna?
I feel you.
So anyway,
go ahead.
I'm sure there are some other clubs. I'm sure there's theaters that slipped my mind. Okay, one more.
Yeah.
In West Nyack, New York, there's a club called Levity Live.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And they really, shout out to Matt. I think it's Matt Hunter. I'm not sure. Matt something. He's the GM. They treat comedians very well. So
it's a cool club. Yeah.
I like that stage, but I could see if I was there too much, it would bore the fuck out of me. I think any place, it's just like a food too, Donna. Like sometimes I get on a food kick, I overdo it, and then I go, oh, I had enough.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
What is your normal schedule before the pandemic? What's your schedule like? How often do you get on stage and performing?
Everybody that knows me knows, and they would always say, Barry is out there. I think they would really want to put that in parentheses and go, for an older dude, he's out there. They would love to do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, is the truck noise is bothering you? The truck noise?
Nope, I'm focused on you.
Okay. I normally tell young comedians, if you really want to get funnier, you got to be out 4 to 7 nights a week. And because in Manhattan, Broadway Comedy Club shows me a lot of love. That's like my home club.
Yeah.
I would literally perform there and anywhere 4 to 6 nights a week. And no social life, because when you do an entertainment career and or a big money career, you kind of sacrifice your personal life, I personally live and breathe my entertainment career 24/7, if you will.
Yeah.
And I did treat myself to this, especially in the summertime. A year or two ago, I said, you know what? If I'm not booked, I'm not hanging around for crumbs or last-minute calls. So I treated myself to living some life. And if I wasn't booked on a particular night in the summer, I just got out of Dodge but it was very hard, Donna, because my career is really a serious addiction.
I
Does
hear
that
you.
that answers your question?
Yeah, that's a good answer. That is a really good answer. I see that you're always out and you're always doing something. And what do you
Well,
think?
that's the only way you get better on stage and funnier. I did not get to this level by accident.
Yeah. Well, that's like going to the gym. You have to go often if you want to stay in shape. It's like working a muscle. You know.
Exactly. Let me move a little bit
Okay.
around the corner. Hold on. Um,
I'll see what kind of
there
comments we
may
have.
I'll still have the Wi-Fi, and let's see. Yeah, get away from the truck. We still got, because I'm still stealing Starbucks' Wi-Fi,
I love it.
and shout out to Starbucks. I hate your fucking overpriced coffee. Kiss my black ass on that too. I prefer McDonald's for $1.40. In New Jersey, they just increased my coffee at, no sense giving them a shout out. The coffee used to be $1. They went to $1.50, perhaps because the pandemic, as we know,
Yeah.
has really killed the individual's income and the company income. Um, and I know you're going to ask me, and let's say this because we're already almost 32 minutes. And
Whatever. Yeah.
how many? You have any idea how many people are watching now, or you don't get that total?
I'm gonna look right now online because if people don't have their stuff set to public, then it is not counted in the number on this. But I know we have a lot. Let's see. Let me just
Okay,
see.
so Donna, here's the thing.
Go ahead, tell me.
I think this is really an important piece of our interview. Is people are, and comedians especially, are wondering when they are going to get on these Manhattan club stages. And here's my latest opinion.
Okay.
And I think we can kind of take it to the bank. And I'll tell you why I think we could take it to the bank, because I've been in Manhattan this week, and early on in the pandemic, I would be here uh, when it was dark near Penn Station, and it was absolutely depressing as hell. It's in the daytime here, it's better in comparison. But I'm looking around 8th Avenue up to Central Park and down to, let's say, 23rd Street. 8th Avenue is a perfect example of how depressed Manhattan and the economy is. What you got on 8th Avenue, you've got lots of storefronts have for rent signs. They have literally gone out of business.
Really?
They've been destroyed. Then you've got the corporations have closed down locations. They've trimmed down. What is it called? Downsized, right?
Yep.
So before,
Which is so scary.
yeah, this as I said to you earlier, I came to the city to meet up with a friend and then to do your show. And I'm not going to come back. I'd be curious what Greenwich Village looks like, but I'm not coming to Midtown anytime soon. It is very this Manhattan. I've never been a fan before the pandemic with a useless mayor. It is absolutely a shithole here now. Um, as far as the clubs coming back, such as Caroline's, etc., they're not coming back anytime soon until Manhattan gets their shit together and tourists come back. Because Caroline's depends on Taurus, and
Oh.
all these major comedy clubs. So it is my prediction Caroline's, etc., will not have a show until at least January 1st.
Wow.
And the comedians that are looking for bar shows in the 5 boroughs or New Jersey,
right,
that's going to be their saving grace. But as you know, Jersey and the governor and the New York governor, they've been taking their slow ass time. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're too conservative. Maybe there's conspiracy. Maybe there's some devil working. Who knows? Nobody really knows. But however, you and I know a lot of people have died from this.
yes,
I personally know, may she rest in peace, Gaetana, who worked in my doctor's office. I knew her many years, and her job, in essence, killed her. Her son told me that she got the virus at work. So you and I could see that other states and cities have it quite different than New York, New Jersey.
oh yeah,
A lot of comedians are going to shift. They're going to shift their base, and they're going to go and they're going to move out of here. And they've already moved out of here. Some have moved to greener pastures, and some moved to get out of the business, from what I understand.
yep.
They went back to their hometowns, or they went to their mommies and daddies, or what. I don't know everything, and I don't focus on that sort of gossip shit. I know, like in any walk of life, there's always going to be the people that get into other people's business, the gossipers and stuff, and there's always going to be people that talk shit that's not based on facts. And Barry Ribs stands for facts, and I'll only talk about that which I kind of know. But at the same time, I've been around show business a long time. I've been on this planet a long time. So I think when you have a guest from me as opposed to someone who's 18 years old, I think you want to bet on Barry Ribs knowing what the fuck he's guessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know the place that we were supposed to have my mom's show, the owner passed away. The owner of the restaurant from COVID.
COVID?
Yeah.
How old a man was that?
Oh, I want to say he had to be early 60s. I don't really know his exact age, but
that's a good round. That's a good round figure. As we know, 60s or 70s is considered kind of youngish nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
60s and 70s is the baby boomer generation, which I am. And next time you have me, I will talk about how the baby boomer generation, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the boomers, but I see I've been using sometimes I feel like I have to shout a lot instead of just.
Me too.
Sometimes take it light, yo.
I know.
Donna and everybody else can hear me.
We're
coming on 39 minutes. I think it would be good. Your choice. Let's end at 40 or 45. What do you think?
Perfect. 45 is good because 40 is not enough. I love you. Wait, I want to tell you, somebody asked if you were Larry David. They thought I had Larry David on. And then
I could kind of see a little bit of that, but it's always Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's what my daughter said too. Nancy Rizzuti says, hello, Barry, we love you.
Hi, Nancy. Good health to you.
Yep.
Good health to you, Nancy and Benny. I know Nancy was going through some physical shit, but that's what happens when we're boomers, right, Nancy?
Yep. And then we have another Nancy. Do you know Iggy the puppet? That's with Nancy and Bill Aronson. I always say their name wrong. I hope I said it right. They're big fans, huge fans, and they said hello. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being in Manhattan.
listen. Let me say something, Donna.
Yeah.
You know, people say over the years that people change when they kind of become Facebook famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely Facebook famous, and I'm certainly known by a lot of comedians in this country. And I also have been stepping up, trying to get fans or followers, but I don't really give a fuck about the numbers. I want people who are like my base fans, and my fans are very loyal because they know that without them, I am not Barry Ribs. So I'm old school that way. I appreciate my loyal fans, and I'm on Twitter over a year now,
Okay.
and I would hope that any of the people watching this who dig me and are on Twitter come over and follow me because I inherited or adopted somebody else's fan base.
What's your handle? What's your Twitter? And I'll put it up on the screen so people will find you.
So it's at Barry Ribs. It's real simple. And I'm on Instagram, which I really don't give a fuck about. And of course, Facebook. But I would love my real fans to come over, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram and Twitter. I post Ribs rants. I used to do it every day, but I do it whenever I feel like doing it, I do it a lot because, as you know, Donna, if you're not in people's faces,
They forget about you.
They forget you. And if you forget me, people, you're just hurting yourself because I am here for you to get through this fucked up life. So you're only hurting yourself if you are not on my dick. You feel me?
I feel you, Barry.
We got 2 more minutes, and it's real talk. I got a lot of loyal fans, and what I wanted to say is, people like you, Donna, it's really true. I've heard this over the years. People are like blown away how approachable I can be and how accessible, and that I will do their shows and stuff. So it's always on them. They always kind of think, oh, Barry Ribs, this level, he would never. All you got to do is ask, and I'll ignore you, motherfuckers.
I'm telling you, it's wild because I told you I was nervous to ask. And then I listened to you and it was just like, oh, yeah.
Well, you know who inspires me to be really, 2 things inspire me to be and never forget. Two of my heroes, Judah Freelander.
Okay.
We kind of started the same time. Judah is very approachable and accessible. So he's my role model in that respect. And an older dude, not older than me, which is fucked up, Bobby Collins. You familiar with that name at all?
Bobby Collins.
Bobby Collins is really fan friendly. So those two dudes,
that's good to know.
Those 2 dudes, in one way or the other, have kind of been role models in the sense, because before I was a comedian, I was really a major asshole. Trust me. My career has made me less of an asshole. Yo, we got 10 seconds, so let's wrap this shit up.
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you for having me. Love everybody that watched this shit and support Donna.
Thank you.
Support her mama, and we'll see you live once they produce something. And well, Donna and Mama have a good idea when you all will see me live. Can I say why like Carol Burnett does or something?
Yes, you can. You could go like this too.
Yeah. Can I say goodbye now?
Yes.
Bye. Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Bye, Barry. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yay. That was so good. Oh, my God. I love him. Barry Ribs. Barry Ribs is just so funny, and I love how real he is, and he makes it look so easy to be on stage, even when it's not, and there are rooms that maybe are not that easy. He just has a way, which I admire, which I felt funny saying to him like a fangirl, but from the minute I met him, I knew I wanted to know him. And then when I asked him to be on my show, I was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. And I know that so many people left that show. We were at the Oakley in Nutley, New Jersey, and so many people left that show Barry Ribs fans. And I was just like blown away by him, his material, and that was actually a Valentine's Day show that we did, and it was with me and Tracy Locke, and it was incredible, and it was just one of my favorites. So my mom fell in love with Barry Ribs, and I knew that there were people that were at the show that were like, oh my God, come see him again. And then there were people I knew were going to fall in love with him that were going to tell other people. And he was supposed to be March 18th at the Brookdale Tavern with me. And then that's when everything, happened. That was my last show I had scheduled. Well, not my last show scheduled, but that was the show I had scheduled that I was producing last, I should say. And well, April, then May, then June, but you know what I mean. So honestly, it was just an honor to have him on here. And I got to give a shout out to my friend Jeff Greenberg, because we had done an interview the other day, and he had a challenging time getting on, and then Barry had a challenge. So Jeff, you told me to go on to this StreamYard, and I love it. And I wish I would have known about StreamYard many, many weeks ago, but I know about it now, because that was a great piece of information, Jeff. So thank you for that. I'm like shouting out StreamYard now. And yeah, so I have no idea. Like, I'm going to play around and figure everything out, but this has been awesome. I think it's been a clear signal. I do know that people's comments don't show up if their page is not set to public. So all the comments that I saw tonight were because your stuff is set to public, I guess. And that's fine. And I will figure out more of it as we go. But wow, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I love it. Loved it. Fun. Thanks you and Mom. Oh, isn't that great? He said, loved it. Fun. Thanks you and Mom. Love Barry. I was like, ooh, Barry, give me some tips. I don't know. But so if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, today is Thursday. Tomorrow, this is going to be so much easier because I will be having Daria coming back. And I would love to keep my lineup going. So next week, I have on Monday, a Fun Day Monday, I will be, I am going to have on, let me see, who did I schedule for Monday? I swear to God, it's like my brain is just kind of melted right there. I don't even know. And plus, I'm getting so many different weird messages. It's so strange. But, oh, okay. I know. Guess who I'm having on? Johnny Benson is going to be on Monday. That's right. And I think you could still vote. I'm not really sure. I'll post it. I'm going to post it. Where can I post it? Well, we need to vote for him because of the Best of Connecticut. We just want to get him his podcast. His podcast is called Beer Man Beer, and he is nominated in Connecticut Magazine for the Best of 20. And we want to get him to win, and he'll be on Monday. So that's going to be fun. And we have Daria tomorrow, which is Friday already, which is crazy. And then thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Helene. Helene, I would love you to come on, Helene. I'm like, seriously, I'm booking people on because it's so much fun to learn more about people that I've met in comedy and getting their history. And yes, every once in a while, don't worry, guys, I'll still be doing games like Hangman. I think maybe Sunday. Although Sunday's supposed to be beautiful out, and I don't know if people are going to want to be inside. Saturday, I believe I will still be doing my coast to coast. Maybe I'll see if Maureen wants to do Hangman with me. I'll find out. But yeah, Helene, I love Barry. He's a sweetie. He's just really the minute I saw him hit the stage and the way he just handled himself, amazing. Whew. And Bobby Collins, really? You think Bobby Collins would do my show? Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Helene, hook me up. If you know Bobby Collins, oh my God, that would be amazing. Oh, I swear. And it's funny. I'm actually friends on Facebook with Stephen Wright, but I mean, I assume it's really him. I don't know, but man, I love me some Stephen Wright. My favorite album, If I Had a Pony. If you like Stephen Wright's humor, you should definitely go and listen to that. If I Had a Pony. He has some of the most incredibly funny jokes, and he's just so smart. The intelligence is off the chain. Or off the hook or something. I don't know. It's off something. Oh my God. You think I should ask Stephen Wright and you're going to ask Bobby Collins? This is incredible. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, this is like a dream job for me. I'm just interviewing people. I love it. I feel like Barbara Walters, but I don't want to make anybody cry. Wow. Helene, I should send you the link. You want to come on for the next 5 to 10 minutes? I could send you the link. I'm going to send you the link. If you want to come on, you come on, Helene. You could talk about this stuff. I think it's not even going to throw me off. I hope it's not throwing me off here. Let's see. I'm going to do it. And Helene, if you want, you come on here. You're really intriguing me now. This is so cool. This is better than just the old party line. I'm going to invite you, Helene. And if you don't want to, I understand. But if you want to, I think you could do it. And it would be fun. My message was sent. If you want to, Helene, you're more than welcome. Yes! Yes! This is so exciting. I love impromptu stuff. I know. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Good stuff. And then June 5th, we have to all somehow sing happy birthday to our friend Barry Ribs. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's what we should do. I sent it in your Facebook Messenger. And you click on it, you paste it into a browser called, I always forget what it's called. It's not the Google. What is it called? Oh, where's Jeff? He knows. It's okay. You don't have to be Oda. Ooh, this is so exciting. Helene Wynn is coming up. You're sitting here. So if you go on, you click it, and you'll bring you right into the old green room. And then somehow it works, and then I know you're there, and then I put you on there. You're sitting there where? I don't know what that means. Tomorrow morning, story time. Yes, Safari, I think it's called. Internet Explorer or Safari? Wait, you know what? I could tell you exactly because I sent the directions to Barry Ribs before. Let me see. I'll tell you. You put it into Safari. Safari. That's what you have to send it into. Safari. I'm loving this StreamYard. Now I got to check it out. Like for sure. I'm going to have a problem. I'm never going to want to get off of live. Where's my water? Oh, I have iced coffee. Oh, that's smart, Donna, at 48. Drink some iced coffee before bed. I feel her getting closer. I feel it happening. Iced coffee. The drink of champions. So tomorrow morning, I have story time. So excited. 10 to 11. Tomorrow's letter is I. And then tomorrow's my 70th day reading in a row. 70th day reading in a row. That is the antithesis of voice rest, just so you know. And it works good on Chrome. It works good on Chrome. I had no idea, Jeff. Jeff Greenberg for the win. And then tomorrow at 3 p.m. live on my page, I will be with Dawn Maloney from makeupclasses.com. And tomorrow we are doing Fantasy Makeup Friday and gratitude. I might paint myself into a unicorn or a pixie. I'm not really sure. I think I might have to do some research. Then tomorrow evening, I'm going to have Daria come on, and we're going to talk about how we know each other, comedy, shows we've done together, where she's been with me. We started the other night, and it was all fakakta. So I'm going to give her a whole new opportunity to be on the stage here and talk about it because she's a huge lover of comedy. And Saturday, Coast to Coast, I do with my cousin from California. And let's see, I see that there is a message. Is this message from? Nope, it's not. Let's see. Hopefully she figured it out. Helene Witt. I don't know if that noise meant she's there. My mother thought I was a loser. She read to me The Little Train That Couldn't. Oh my God, Jeff. Uh-oh. I think Helene might be having a hard time. Donna? Yes? That is me. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe Jeff should. It's not working. I mean, all these new things that we're doing. You're not holding up my audience. Helene, it's up to you. You can come on another day if you want. We could schedule you. I just thought maybe if you came on, we'd have a few minutes, but okay. Next time. All right, guys. Helene Witt was having a little bit of an issue, but I'd rather give her her own time where we can actually tell people that she's going to be on. That would be fair, and I would really enjoy that. And I know that you would also enjoy that. It is 9:01. We've been on for an hour in about 37 seconds, and I could probably use a break. This is my third broadcast today. I have to bring her from backstage, but I don't see her in the backstage. It's not, you know what? It happened before when I tested it with my daughter. I don't know why, but I'm not even kidding. The weirdest thing is if she doesn't show up in that little square on the bottom, then I can't bring her up. So unless it was because, I don't know. But I promise we will do it again. And I know that's amazing. Oh my God, she's going to talk to Bobby Collins for me. Ah, that's so exciting. Now, if anybody out there knows my friend Jim Breuer, I do, but I would feel funny asking him. You know? Thanks, Jeff. Jeff, thank you so much for the hookup. Thank you to everyone that's watched tonight. Please, here's what I'm going to ask. I don't want money. I don't want anything except for this. See that share button at the bottom? If you could share this broadcast with your friends, I appreciate it. Because the more audience we get, the more chance it is that your girl Donna is going to get on. Maybe Jim Breuer, Bobby Collins, Stephen Wright. Can you imagine if you got to see me interviewing Stephen Wright? Oh my God, that would be a miracle. So if you don't mind, I'd love it. And not only that, I know there are people out there that need entertainment. It's free. It's silly. It's fun. It's real. That's what it is. It's not scripted. And I think that's what we need right now. We need some realness. You know what I'm talking about? All right, guys. Oh, by the way, no, I'm not naked. I have a dress on. But I figured, you know, the strapless dress maybe would intrigue people passing by and they'd stop in. But, you know, I do what I can. All in the name of business and comedy and whatever. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow morning at 10. Mwah!